this were anyone, if this were anybody that was conservative, do you know how much hot water they would be in? Do you remember, let's go back to those scary days of March 2020 and then the aftermath that followed, et cetera. You know, kids had to be out of school if they tested positive for coronavirus for what, 2 weeks. There were all these rules and regulations. You couldn't go to the office. You had to wear a mask for like another 2 weeks after that. I mean, all kinds of things. And yet it turns out some of the most celebrated entertainers by this administration, you know, they get the invites to the Met Gala and all that good stuff. Well, they didn't abide by the rules, right? No. Lady Gaga is one of them. She had a shocking omission here in an interview that she just did. I want to play this for you and we'll react.
Mind sharing something maybe you've never shared before about the creating of this project, the execution of this project, the gifting of this tour, something maybe you've never said out loud before that you'd be willing to share today?
I did 5 shows with COVID.
You ever be like, you better get it, friend?
I shared it with everyone on my team, and I said I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable at work, and you don't have to perform, and you don't have to work that day, but I'm gonna do the show because I just didn't want to let all the fans down. And the way that I saw it also is that the fans were all putting themselves in harm's way every day coming to the show, so you know.
Somebody said, that'll be your life.
During all my quick changes, I kept going, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, right, if the tables were turned, if that had been, say, Lee Greenwood, help me, guys, you know, the country music singer who's, God Bless the USA, if that had been him, do you know how furious the media would be? Do you know how angry they would be? Because you know what? You can't go against what Anthony Fauci and the CDC and everybody else wants. You're not allowed to. But yet, if you're Lady Gaga, apparently it's all fine. Now everybody just laughs about it and they cheer. I mean, think about that. They're cheering. I'm sorry, like what was that all about? All the scare tactics that they employed during that time. I mean, look, I maintain this. I said at the time, like, it was an overreaction. Take care of who you need to take care of, but don't shut down the entire country. Think of the people that we lost as a result, myself included. I mean, I have a family member that should have gone in for a kind of simple skin cancer check that didn't get that and passed away as a result. In other words, there were things that should have been done, could have been done, needed to be done, and yet everything in this moment of hysteria got shut down. And yet, as we were coming out of this and everybody was still freaked out, Lady Gaga could still go and do her concerts. That was okay. Walmart could stay open, but not your local hair salon or your local hardware store. Oddly, bars could be open, but kids couldn't go to school. I guess what I'm saying is you got to just be really mindful of all the politics and all of this stuff. You know what? Walmart has lobbyists. The teachers union has a lot of sway, but your local hairdresser, they don't have that kind of ability. So it's really kind of pathetic and disgusting how we mismanage that. I'm looking at you, Cuomo, right? With the nursing homes, allowing people that were infected into the nursing homes and yet locking everything else up. I mean, it was just unbelievable, the stupidity. And I realize it's easy to Monday morning quarterback, but I was concerned at the time, and I was rightly concerned at the time that they were going to politicize it as they did. And in doing so, have a lot of unintended consequences. That's one of the things they teach you in economics, to think about unintended consequences, and we certainly had some.